You're sharing, right, Snigdha? Okay.
What?
Nothing. Yep. So Snigdha has got the if-else conditions. Okay, good.
Wait, what? Then
So
what? So then what would
now
happen if she did the number less than 10?
go ahead and run that. You run your code again and show what happens if it goes less than 10. It actually tells that it is an error. So Snigdha, this question is not like subtraction. I think like you may have like overlooked the question word. Go ahead and read the question word. It says like sold equal amounts to 43 customers. It doesn't say that she sold 43 cookies.
Wait, how would you do that all in one line?
So let's see if she is getting.
Okay, I'll do the next one.
So what? How will you fix this one though? She didn't sell like 43 cookies. She sold to equal amounts to 43 customers.
So what she did was she made 213 cookies and sold 4 cookies to 43 customers.
And how many cookies were left over? Read the question fully. How many cookies were left over? Write a
Layla
program.
made 213 cookies and sold 4 cookies to 43 customers. How many cookies were left over? Write a program using modulus operation to print the answer.
Mm-hmm.
So
Modulus is remainder, right?
Yes, because that is what we are trying to find out, right? Or how, see, you can do this question in multiple ways. I want you guys to like use the modulus operation. That's why explicitly I told that use the modulus operation to solve this problem. So how would you be like doing that too? And so
so
she
I
sold.
should
Hmm.
first
Hmm. Yeah, divide.
divide 43 and 4.
No. She sold like 4 cookies to 43 customers. So basically she sold equal amounts of cookies to 43 customers. So if you do like um how would you find the remainder if she has sold like equally to 43 customers?
I should divide
Uh-huh. Divide what by what?
200. Wait, 2
Hmm.
213
Yes.
by 4.
Why would you divide it by 4? Because she
40
sold for hmm?
by 43,
Yes, by 43, and then what would you get?
and then
What will the quotient say and what will the remainder say? The quotient will say how many equal amounts everybody got, right? And the remainder would say what is the leftover.
what's left over.
Yeah. So what operation is that? That's the modulus operation for us to like find what is the leftover. So all we need to do for this is 213 modulus 43. The answer to that would be the leftover one. So if you go back to your code, so instead of saying like, see the first few lines is just like it's extra though, that's all. Okay, so the number of customers is it's you can change that variable instead of saying sold cookies, you can just say number of customers.
Wait, I'm doing it a different way ish.
What wish?
Here, can I show you
Hold on, let her finish here.
after? Okay.
Yeah, after customers. So cookies modulus is the percentage.
Like, how am I supposed to put in modulus?
That's a percentage sign.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Now if you just run this program.
41.
Yes. So 41 cookies is left over. So that's the one line. So the only line that is needed is that last line 5. So it can say like print 213 modulus 43.
Wait, but didn't she sell 4 cookies each to 43 customers?
Yeah, so 4 times 43 is how much?
172.
It's
Hmm?
172.
172, then plus 41.
so then what will you do for that?
What is your
That would be
question?
213.
Yeah, so 41 cookies is left over. That is the main point. It is, so she sold 4 to each of them. Everybody got 4. 4 and 41 is left over.
Okay. Let me
What
just
what
do that. Okay.
did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. And
So
last one.
third one, this
Mm-hmm.
one,
Mm-hmm.
it where you're supposed to use inputs to. Okay.
Okay, so that did it move though? Because the T range in T range you have given, did it move to that distance?
I can put in the same number for both of them.
Okay, try it.
So I'll do 50 for the range too.
So everything you got it as text input.
So it's
Okay.
should I stop sharing my screen?
Yeah, you can stop sharing your screen. Sandy, can you share your screen and then show me the 3 codes that you wrote? The first one I've already marked it for you.
Oh yeah, I did my 3 codes too.
Okay. So others who have not completed, keep working on it. So I hope we'll finish all this today and then also have our lesson. So this, yes, that is good. And then your turtle.
Candles.
Yep, number. So you, for the number input, this is good, but I would also recommend you to use like the minimum value, like the default minimum value and the maximum value. So remember that if in case like for the forward you have given at the end like comma 4 comma 1 comma 100, it just goes from 1 to 100. The user cannot enter any value beyond 100. Okay, so okay, scroll down. Int times, is that the times? Okay, yeah, int times. So here in the t dot forward, we are not using the x range, right? Like I just like in the code, I left it open though. What we need to do is the turtle, the pen moves to the x range. So you need to have as x plus forward or x multiplied by forward like that to change the value. Then only the shape would be coming. If not, it's just going to be like circling in the same place. So your line number 30, you change it as like x times forward. No, x plus forward, yeah, forward plus x. So whatever value you gave in forward, that's going to be added to this x value that is constantly changing. So now if you run the code, yeah, just try to make different codes, Sandy, for each piece. If not, you have to like see now start over from the beginning. It's already white.
So if I say white and then
You are already white, so that's why. So change your color though. You have to like give a different color. So go ahead and close this completely and rerun.
so if I say yellow
Mhm.
and then black.
Okay, so it didn't change, right? So let's go back to your like turtle code though. So
No,
something
at the end it will change.
the end it would change. Okay, okay. Yeah, you did. You're not changing it at the beginning. Okay.
So if I put 100
Mm-hmm.
and then let's say 23
Mm-hmm.
and then 99
Mm-hmm.
and then 100.
Yep. Yep. Good.
Ooh, that's a nice shape.
Yeah, you can. So this one with this you can. I would say recommend you to try this with your parents so they can enter different values and see like how your
I
code.
already did.
You already did, yeah. So whoever did not do it, you can try it out. They would be fascinated to see this one. I hope.
Wait, how do I make it so it'll pop up in Turtle instead of popping up in the console?
You do a turtle dot, whatever you're gonna say.
Yeah, turtle.num input and turtle.text input.
Yeah, I did that, and now it's saying type error text input missing one required position. It's an argument prompt.
Yeah, so there is like a syntax error that's happening. Compare your text input to the labs that we did already to see what you're missing.
No, it's something with the text
Okay.
input.
Yes. Let Advait share your screen. So as Advait is sharing his screen, Dhruv, see what he has got on his screen and compare it to yours.
Got it.
Should I show the turtle or should I show everything?
I'll show all the 3 codes.
Okay. Share screen. Someone's like blowing into their mic.
Yeah, my mic needs to go closer to my. I think that might be my mic.
Can you, yeah,
see
so
my-
just
Can you
mute
see my
Advait.
screen?
Yep, I can.
Is that better?
I'm muting. I muted you, Dhruv. Hold on.
Well,
So
I didn't really put any rules on this, so you can do to 88.
okay.
So yeah. And 41.
Okay,
And
yeah. So x is equal to x plus 1. That is good. You used a while loop, which is good, and it's different from what others have done it. Yep, good.
yeah, this is my turtle.
Okay, go ahead and okay. You are not getting okay. All your input is here. You need to change your code to take turtle input. So you are taking console input. So that's what Dhruv was asking, like how do you make it to have like turtle input? And we did I will tell you like so it's in lab 3. We did that in lab 3. So refer to lab 3 and see if you can find that code.
Sure click.
Scroll down. Yeah.
I love this mouse. Makes such a nice clicking noise.
Cool.
Yep. Scroll down.
I'm literally
Right here, like the 16th one. So 16 is actually 15 and 16 takes the 15 takes the number input and then the 16 takes the text input.
Okay. Your name. Oh, maybe I need the underscore.
So refer to that and then copy, paste, and then modify your values. So both of you.
Turtle.text input.
Yeah. So Dhruv and Advait, maybe you can shift to like Triambak's page and then like start working on it, both of you, while I check into others.
So did I do everything right?
No, I have turtle.text input. It's just saying that there's some prompt missing.
Which means, so what else is there in the turtle dot there
It's
has to be two variables, so check in that
it's back_ground equals turtle.text input open parentheses quotation mark, what color would you like for background, question mark, quotation mark, close
okay,
parentheses.
share your screen, share your screen. I cannot follow that much line of code.
Okay, then 1 second, let me
Well,
just pull this.
I'm gonna go to
Whoosh.
the other dude's call.
Other
The other dude, really?
so that would be good. So here
Here.
you have only one variable. So where is your lab exercise, like the sample exercise, what you did already? We referred to the sample exercises. You
Here we
don't
go.
have code here.
Yeah, I have it, but this is the third lab, so 40, it should be 66? 56? I don't know.
46, click on 45 or 46.
Let's try 56. I feel like it's 56. Import turtle, your name. Here, found it. Let's go.
It's two variables, right? Like the first one is like the title, and then the next one is like what has to be the prompt. So you did not give like two of it. That's exactly what it is saying. Missing one required positional argument prompt. So it is missing an argument.
Like that. There, let's try that. It's just quotation marks, really. I doubt this is gonna. It actually worked. Wait, let's try this. Okay, orchid.
Just not
Orchids. My favorite background color. And
you
nothing.
you didn't do anything. You're just like taking that variable in your memory. That's all like you did.
So how do I make it so it'll use that for the background?
That's the lab. That is what we are doing. Why try it yourself for a while, and then we'll see, like if you're not getting it, then we'll come back. So if you, I think Advait has joined like Triambak's lab, so do you want to like go there and like join that
Yeah, I
lab and
will.
okay.
Say I'm bored, so say it again so you don't forget.
Yeah. Okay.
Safety. That's what I like to call it. Can you kick me out? So
No, you can go and join his, I think. I
no,
don't
if
need.
I click end, it might not let me. Here, I'll try. Here, I'm
Don't
gonna put this call. Yeah, I'm just gonna put.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put myself on hold on this call.
Okay.
Hold.
But I hope everybody are not on hold. Others, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. Miles, did you finish it?
No. No, I did not finish the combined. I finished the first question, the second question of the combined lab, and I'm working on the third one currently.
Okay, can you show me the first and second one?
Sure.
Okay.
So this
Mhm.
is up the first one right program I had to use as stubborn greater than 10 of.
Okay, so you have done a little differently, right? I'm not able to see your, like, can you maximize or like, I'm not seeing that very clearly though.
Then I
That's
can
okay.
click
Yeah,
this.
this is a lot better. Yep. That's better. So sum list range L comma int x plus 1. So is that like a method that you used?
What?
Can you run your code? This is like I was expecting like a for loop or like a while loop to be used there. Can you, sorry, like scroll down the, check your notes. Okay, so show the second question. So did you do it by yourself or did you take help from your parents for that?
I asked my dad to tell me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, just show me the code. Okay, so you got the percentage, so that is, but the if you divide it by 43, that should be good enough. You don't have to like multiply by 4, because when you multiply by 4, that is going to be dividing like 213 by 176, something like that. Right, but you still would be getting 41, I think. Yeah. But if it should be enough if you just like divide it by 43.
Okay.
Okay. You don't.
The third question is this. I'm trying to currently.
Okay. So similar to what I'm telling others, like you don't this input will be using like the console's input, but not the turtle background's input. So if you can work on like how to code it using the turtle background, like sorry, the turtle input, the text input and the number input from the turtle code. So we did that in lab 3. It was question 15 and 16.
Okay.
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 So I think in the other session with Triambak, they're working on it. But in case if you want to join that session along with them, that will be great. He posted that Skype link right in the message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For which link?
Yes, this top one. This one, I think. No, scroll down.
Join. Or
Scroll. Say like TG. This one, Triambak. Yep. Yeah.
join conversation.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, you can join there. Okay.
Stop sharing.
Yes, you can. Sean, did you complete it?
Yes.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Okay.
So you did not use the you didn't use the modulus operation. You actually multiplied and subtracted it. So all we need to do is like total cookies 213, right? Like total underscore cookies percentage 43. So that will print how much was remaining. We don't need to do the multiplication and then do the subtraction. Okay. So you have also done the same way as like input. So can we use like the turtle input though? So that's the key thing here, like to use the turtle's input and turtle's text input and the number input. And in your code where you have got like the forward in the 32, that can be like forward plus x, because x is the value that will be changing constantly. Right? So line number 32, you can have it as forward plus x. Yes, now if you run your code. And did you get the modulus operation one? So after line 13, you can, instead of doing that multiplication and then subtraction, just write one additional line and as line 14. Start typing in the line 14. Yeah.
Okay.
So total cookies. And then do percentage sign. And 43. Yep. So now if you just like print it. You don't need that parenthesis. Don't need that parenthesis. Delete the parenthesis.
If the number is greater than 11.
So you see that it actually gave you cookies remaining is 41.
Oh.
What size you want your pen to be, and you gave white, and that is going to throw an error, right? You can stop the processing and then rerun it. Okay. Okay, I think like you got it actually. So this is good. As you're typing, let me ask Alan. So Alan, did you finish your labs?
Well, I finished it, but I have some questions on it. So,
Okay, which ones have you finished and which ones you have
well, I
questions?
have like one more to like do.
Okay, in the lab 3, like you had something spending, like you didn't show the lab 3, right? Did you finish the lab 3 also?
I think. Let me see. Uh, okay.
Good, Sean. You can stop sharing.
Okay.
Okay, hi.
Am I hearable?
Yes, you are hearable. Okay, so everybody are back. Actually, we can get started on our today's class also. So, okay, you did.
Yay!
I was kind of confused on that one, the last one in lab 3,
Mm-hmm.
because when I printed it, I can't seem to get out the square
Join
bracket.
words. You have to print the join words. You have said the words. So the words is the list. So your
Huh?
join, the words is the list. Your join words is the variable. Has to, so you have two different variables, right? One is the join words, and then the next one is the word. So in your line number 2 is what you're joining the words.
Yeah. Uh huh.
So you print the join words, join underscore words.
Okay.
Vatsal, did you finish the combined lab? No, go ahead and type it. Why did you, okay, so. And you are joining with commas, and that's why it's coming as comma. Line number 2, you need to join space. In line 2, you see where it's saying comma dot join. No, Vatsal can't hear you. Alan, in line number 2,
Yeah.
in line number 2 where you are giving comma, right? So change that line number 2. You cannot hear? Alan not able to hear me? He said, yeah, right. Okay. So
Yeah, try that.
Yeah. Alan, you're not able to hear, or okay, he left. Okay, he left and he might join back. Okay, Vatsal, did you complete the combined lab? Advait and Dhruv, were you guys able to finish it with the text input and the number input?
Yes. And it didn't count against my tax.
That must have hurt, and I'm finishing I know how to do it now, but I'm finishing like the pen and all the other stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, I know how to do it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I'll
Auntie,
type in the
Yes.
messages.
Yes, Sandy.
whenever I try to change the color for the turtle on the on the combined lab exercise thing, it's just redirecting it to black. So I can't change the color to like blue.
Okay, let's share your screen. Let's check your code though.
So
No, let's just check your code alone first. So
I put green, then I put blue, I put 100, 23, 99, 100, and then it redirects it to black.
redirect means when it is done, it is doing black.
Yeah.
It's not changing to black, right?
No, it is black. I put in blue, and it's not changing to blue.
Which one you're saying like you didn't, it's not changing the turtle, like the drawing or the background?
Can you hear
Pen
me?
color.
Yes.
The pen color.
The pen color, you mean? Okay, the pen color
Can
is
you
not
hear
changing.
me?
Yes, I can hear you, Vatsal.
Yay! Finally.
So, okay, the pen color is not
What do
changing.
I have to do?
We are working on the lab 4, not the combined lab. Did you finish the combined lab, the 3 exercises that I put it?
Yeah, I finished lab 2 and lab 3.
But what about the combined lab?
I don't know.
Okay, go
Yeah,
to
I don't
Google
know.
Classroom, and then maybe you don't know means you didn't do it. So
I put the link in the chat if you need
yeah,
it. I just
Dhruv
typed that whole thing from my other computer. Yeah.
Okay, Dhruv has put it in the chat. So if you go there, you will be seeing like the combined lab. And if you have not completed it, maybe like next class you can show it to me. Okay, Sandy, like let's show me your code though. Is that, I think like your
This
code.
is the code that tells it to put it as.
So is this the syntax for pen color equal to PC? I don't think that is the syntax for the pen color. What is the
Oh,
syntax?
I see the combined.
Okay. What is the syntax for the pen color?
PC.
Yes, but should it be is equal to, or will it be in the bracket? So that is my question. Will it be in the bracket, or is it actually given as like equal to? And there's no equals. I think I don't think there is an equal to.
So like that.
No space between the pen color and then.
Like that.
Yeah, like that. Try it like that. And after this, I'm going to share the screen, and then we will do today's lesson. So far we have completed all the labs, and Snigdha, I think like the lab 1, I did not see the codes of yours. You have posted only your project. I did not see your codes.
I'll go check again and then I'll put in my codes there. Like
Yes,
after.
so that is needed. And then project 1, who all have finished the project 1? Like I know a couple of people have finished it, but not everyone. So
I
now
have, and I need to go to the bathroom.
hold on a minute. Let me finish what I was supposed to say. So now you all have got like enough hands-on experience doing the codes yourself. So I'm hoping like the project one, what? So I'm hoping like the project one, whoever is not completed, you will be able to like do that by yourself.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, go ahead. So did you all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So before next class, so far who has not shown me the codes is Alan has not shared the code lab 3 and 4 and Watson lab 4, and Miles said he's working on lab 3. And Miles, I want you to work on the lab 1 with using a for loop or a while loop. Okay, so when you all like take help from your parents, just say what you know, what you have learned so far, so that they can provide help only within that range. Like, so if you know like for loop and while loop, they can give you help only in that aspect, not anything beyond that until like you get more familiar with the code, whatever you are coding. Once you are more familiar with for loop and while loop, then you can move on to learning additional details. And I will actually post that information in the WhatsApp message also, so parents also would know about this information. Okay.
Did I miss anything?
No, I'm just like telling an open statement for everyone here.
Okay, boss.
Okay. So let me share my screen, and I would go start. We'll do the lab, like we'll do the lesson for today, but the lab is going to be posted online, and you all will be working on the lab afterwards. Okay, that's like the homework. So homework, yep.
Tinketer.
Okay, so this is like the sections 2 of the programming concepts, because you guys have learned a lot so far, and now we will move on to learning some additional functionalities. So we'll learn like about functions, the interactions, coordinations, animations, and arcs. But today we are not covering arcs, but we will do the functions, coordinates. So what is a function, right? So when you look at to this toaster, what does it like tell you?
You
put
put
bread.
something in the slots, and then you push the button, and after a couple of minutes, it pops up and stabs you in the eye.
So what did it do with your bread?
It heated it up.
Yes, like Sandy was like it toasted the bread. So it is a functionality. It toasted the bread. So
Is that why it's called a toaster?
okay. So it is, yes, that's why it's called a toaster. So you put the bread and you get a toasted bread. And if you put a bagel, you get a toasted bagel. So basically its functionality is it is a toaster and it toasts.
Wow.
Okay, so please mute every
Oh,
others, like
sorry.
whoever is everybody please mute right now. So you cannot pour milk into it to heat the milk, right? Because that is not the functionality of the toaster. For that, you need a microwave. So the microwave's functionality is to like heat your milk. Function, so that means like functions is actually created to perform a single function. Like ideally, it is good to have functions to perform a single action. And it can take different inputs, like how we said, like toaster, like the bread to the toaster toasted a bread, and it also takes a bagel and then it toasts the bagel also. The functionality is the same, but the input what it got is different, right? Let me quick check on the IM here, because there's so much noise going around in the background. Who is not muted? Watsal is not muted. And Dhruv, did you mute? Dhruv is muted. Okay. So you create like functions to do a single function, and it can take different inputs, and it can be used by different codes. Like you can call it from different codes. If you are like how we are calling turtle.go forward. Forward is like a function. So you call that go forward from multiple different codes, right? So that's like a function, and it can be called multiple times from a single code. You can have like your own code, within that you create a function and then you can call it multiple times also. So benefit of that, you don't need to repeat the same code over and over again. It's mainly for reusability. So let's take an example. Here we have a code where it's just like multiplying. So number of students is 8 and each of the students is studying for 20 hours. So the total number of student hours is number of students multiplied by number of hours. Then you can print like total student hours. The same is the concept for the, if I'm calculating the cost of a pizza. So cost of one pizza is $5.99, and if I have like 4 pizzas, the cost of it is like 5.99 multiplied by 4. So you see that highlighted 4 lines of code in yellow. It's doing, basically it is doing multiplication and it is printing. So how can we convert this into like a function? So we call as def, like def means like it's defining a function, and I named it as like multiply. You can give any meaningful name, and it's basically taking two inputs, x and y. It's taking like a multiplier and a multiplicand, right? So, and the value, what action it does inside its function is it finds the product by multiplying product equal to x times y, and then it prints the product. So anytime you call that function multiply with two values, it is going to multiply it and print the product. So number of students is equal to 8, number of hours is 20, the same thing, and see that I have replaced it as like multiply. Instead of doing the multiplication and printing, I got it as like multiply number of students, comma number of hours. And the same thing here, I'm saying like multiplying cost of one pizza and number of pizza. So it does that same function. It blindly multiplies the two numbers and gives you the answer. Any questions on this? Okay. So the next one is like the if else condition. You will be make like in any point of time you make decisions, right? And the decisions means like you basically like check a condition, and the answer to that condition, it should be like in either yes or no. There is no maybe in this if else condition world. So based on the answer that you say, either it is like a yes or a no, you take two different paths. Like you take a different path, and you cannot go in both the paths. Like it's separate. So if you say this is your S path and this is your no path, you either go in this path or you go in this path. So let's see like a basic example here. If let's say you have a lamp that's not working, you'll first see if your lamp is plugged in, and if it is not plugged in, you will go ahead and plug in the lamp. If it is plugged in, you will check, and if it's still not working, and you will check if the lamp has burned out. If the lamp has burned out, like sorry, the bulb has burned out. If the bulb has burned out, then you replace the bulb. If it is not burned out, then you know for sure, okay, the lamp is plugged in, it's still the bulb is also not working, so that means the lamp is the problem. So you just go and repair the lamp. So how would we like write this in the code? So if lamp is plugged in, so that whatever you write underneath that is all the true conditions. Yes, lamp is plugged in. Is the bulb burned out? Yes, bulb is burned out. Then you actually replace the bulb. Else means this else basically means it is not true. The bulb is not burned out. Then you repair the lamp. And if the lamp is plugged in, it's not plugged in, then you will plug in the lamp. So this else for that is actually here. If the lamp is plugged in, it does all of this. But if the lamp is not plugged in, you come to the else and then you plug in the lamp. So that's the if else condition. So in in our code where we were taking like input greater than 10, if the user is entering an input less than 10, then you can say if the input is less than 10, then throw an error. Else you do the math, or you can do the opposite way also. If the user has entered, if the input is greater than 10, do the math, else throw an error. So most of the time it is a good practice to have the most probable occurring event in the if condition. almost all the time what will be happening, that can be in the if condition and then the rest can be in the else condition. So let's see an example here. So I gave like is input enter divisor and y is equal to input enter dividend, and I'm converting that into the integers, so casting them into int, or I can use like eval statement also here. So if int of x is greater than 0, then you do the division, else you would mention like you cannot divide by 0. So what would happen if I like run 1, I enter the divisor as 10 and then the dividend as 2, I get the answer. But if I enter the divisor as 0 and then dividend as 10, it will say like you cannot divide by 0.
Could you have two else statements?
Yes, good question. You can have two else statements. You can have like if this, and then instead of saying else, you would say elif. So that is checking like one other condition. Then that is called like nested if condition. So I thought of covering that in the next class, but let me show you like a quick example. Let's see if I can bring this. Yeah. So this is like in the W3 schools. Are you able to see my screen, right? So you all can see my screen still?
Yes.
Yeah,
This one is like not
I,
really
I
for.
think you heard that.
Yes, I did hear that.
I didn't know my headset wasn't completely on.
Okay. So let me scroll down here to see if yeah. So if x is greater than 10, then you print above 10. And again, you're checking like another if. If x is greater than 20, then you print it. So this is like multiple ifs. Else, you would print this. Okay, so that is one way you can code, but the other way is you can also have as like elif. It's a short form of saying like else and if. See here, if b is greater than a, print this. Else if. So instead of saying like else and then if, like you, it's basically saying elif a is equal to b, print else. Do this. So these are like the multiple if conditions.
Okay, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah. So that is nested if. Like how we can have like nested for loops, right? Like we covered that in the nested for loop. You iterate through the first one and then like you will still iterate to like the room example when I said like you circle around your room, your house, but then in each room if you're like circling, that is like, yeah, that's a nested for loop. You are going around, but also like within each room you are actually like circling. So that is nested for loop, and this is nested if you are checking multiple if conditions. Okay, next is coordinates. So your turtle graphics, whenever you started, you noticed that it was starting from this middle position, right? It did not start from here or here or here or here. So that for the turtle, this is x 0, 0. And then it divides it into 4 quadrants. So this is your quadrant 1. So everything is positive here. So 5 comma 0, and this is like 0 comma 5. Then it just goes down here, your y-axis in the negative position, so 0 comma negative 5, and then it comes here, and this is like your x-axis is in your negative, so negative 5 comma 0. Then again over here it just like comes back. Okay, so in quadrant 1, 2, 3, and 4. So remember, using this, you can move your turtle graphics to draw different things in different quadrants. And our final project is something similar to that, where we are making like a house and a window and clouds and a fence and everything, if in case you have noticed that earlier. So it helps like you can position your turtle screen, and you can be moved to use can be used to move your turtle pen to different positions in your turtle screen. So here is like some additional functions on the turtle graphics. Filling squares with colors. So do you notice this? This is the new line, pen dot fill color brown. If you say like you have to fill this with brown, and you start saying like begin fill, and you are drawing your pen is going right forward, right forward, right forward, everything, and then you say end fill. So whatever this shape comes up, that will be filled with brown. So far we were drawing like open shapes. We did not draw like a shape and then filled it with color, right? We changed the pen color but not the inside shape color of it, and that is what it will do. You say fill color, and then you say begin fill, and you drew your work, and then when you say end fill, whatever is drawn in between will be filled with color. So what about like filling circles with colors? So same thing, like this pen color is just like the color of the circle. You say like fill color blue, you begin fill and you're drawing your circle and fill. So let's see what it does. So this is what you will be getting. So this, the first one is this like a square. It's not like really a square, it's a polygon, and that is filled with brown. And then you see this red one is having a red circle, and then it's filled with blue.
Why does the brown look more like red?
It looks brown to me. So everybody's color interpretation and your screen's resolution might be different. Because if I give red, you see the red color is like here is
Yeah.
sky, so it's
Yes.
little darker than that. And so this is like additional functions. Let me, I think the picture came like a little further. Okay. So you, how would you tell your turtle pen to go to some place, right? You just say pen dot go to x comma y. So your x coordinate and then y coordinate, then it just goes there and then starts drawing it. And if you say pen dot home, it just comes back to 0 comma 0. And you can, so when in your graphics, always we notice that the turtle just goes this way, right? It just starts circling like this all the time. You can change the direction. You can change the direction by saying like set heading as 180 degrees or 270, like that. If you say set heading, it just like goes in a different direction. So it's like east, west, north, south. So I'd like try that option also. If you say set heading to, and it's by default, it's like 90 degrees. It's like going like this. But if you say 180, so you see a difference here. This one is set with like 180 degrees. And let me go back to the previous screen. So it's pointing to this direction, right? The shape is pointing to this direction. The smaller size is towards the right side of the screen. So if we, do you notice that here it is towards the left side of the screen? So that is done by changing the direction with where your pen is like moving. And the last one is like you can give a title to your turtle screen. So far it just says like turtle on the top, and you can say like my turtle drawing, whatever you say, that is going to be your title. Okay, so these are some additional functions. And here you go. So this is drawn from 0 comma 0, and this is drawn from 100
I have a
comma 100.
question.
Yes. Yes, Fatsal.
So my question is, when you do pen dot go to, do you have to do pen dot pen up first? So when it goes to that specific place, it doesn't draw a line while going
Yes.
there.
Yes. You do
So
a
I
pen.
need to do pen dot up before doing.
Yes. And then after you go there, you do pen dot down and start drawing.
Down.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Yep. So if we need to like clearly see the difference between, because these two turtle graphics are the same size window, you see that this one started at 0 0 and this is started at 100 comma 100. So it's kind of like shifted. Okay, next is like the graphical user interface. So what is an interface, right? Interface is like people talking to each other. So his goal is to get people interfacing with each other. That's an example sentence. And interface in computer basically means like the computers are connected together, or you're connecting your devices, like we connect our keyboard, mouse, monitors, printers to your computer, right? So those are all interfaces with which we communicate with the computer. And user interface is like how the user communicates with the computer, like with your programs. And even like additionally, if we say graphical user interface, means it's using like graphical icons for communicating with your computer. What does it all really mean? So this is a graphical user interface because it gave you a window, and then it's giving a title, and then it's telling you what is the question, and it gave you a place where you can enter the value, and then you can click OK and cancel. And this is much prettier than our user interface, where on the console we were typing everything. All these yellow ones where we were typing it on the console, right? So graphical user interface is always preferred. That's because that's what we see in our websites and even like smartphones, computers, everything. And Tkinter library, that is like a new library that we are like the turtle. So we got so much used to turtle, so now we can learn like a new library called Tkinter, and it is similar to turtle, and it has more functionalities to create animations. And it has more functionalities to create like a graphical user interface. It has more functionalities to take like user inputs also, like key movements, etc.
Don't you make like games in Python using Tkinter?
Yeah, you can make games using yes, you can. And it is like the turtle method, Tkinter has like a canvas method with which you can like control your drawings and inputs. So let's let's do some lab here. Let me stop sharing my screen quickly, and I have to do this. Hold on, my upload did not work before the class, so I'm just like going to try it one more time. And last time when I uploaded the lab 3, I realized that whatever we had in the lab, you didn't see the result window, right? It just like went little weirdly out. So that's what I was trying to fix, and it did not like work.
Okay.
Yes, hold on. I'm uploading the lab right now. Yes, Snigdha.
Where's your screen?
I stopped sharing the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, I stopped sharing. I'm uploading the lab, so it should be in the. Okay, I'm done. Can you all see it in the lab 4? Let me send you the link.
I see it.
Yep. So we will do only the Tkinter portion of the lab. The first 10 would be like your homework.
Alright.
So
I see it.
Tkinter.
Yeah. So let's just like scroll down to the ticket, like from lab 11 is what like we will work on.
I wait. We can't see the results again.
Yeah, so that I don't know, my screen, it's not allowing me to minimize that first one, but you don't have to see the result. You can see it when you run the code. So just go ahead and share your screen. So we'll start from, we have, I think we have enough labs, so 11 to 16. So we have 6 labs. So we'll just like go ahead and share your screen, Advait.
I
2 of us may not be sharing this lab.
see it.
Yes,
Which lab are we starting from?
lab 11.
Lab 11?
Mhm.
Okay. So we're not gonna do the other labs, just 11 and up?
Yes, 11 and up. Other ones will be homework, and I have to. I just see that I have to update the 9th and 10th one, so I update it and like load it one more time. 11 to 16 right now. So in this, Advait, you yeah, after you start the program though, yeah.
Let me just open a new Python file.
Yeah, start a new Python file, but don't give the name as a library name itself. That we learned it for first class when somebody had the Pygame as the name of the file. It was not working fine. So have it as a different name. So it should at least say Tkinter1 or Tkinter lab like that. So you click on refactor. Click on refactor. No, click on refactor and then say rename.
Shift F6.
Yeah, say
Tkinter
Tkinter.
1. Okay.
No, it said
There. Tkinter 1.
yeah.
Wait, how do you
Now,
like
control
rename
V.
your? How
Oh!
do you?
Okay, refactor. Can you walk through that one more time, Advait? How to rename?
I
You right click there.
right click. Give me a second.
Hmm.
There we go. All I have to do is just jitter click on my computer because, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So hold on here. So you see that C drive before you run that program. Do you have any pictures in your drive directory in your computer? So change that to that picture because this is actually having a picture of my from my local drive.
What?
So you see line number 6.
Yeah.
It is showing a picture.
Okay.
Do you have any pictures in your computer? Change it to that location. So instead of saying like users, VA, NIT, OneDrive pictures, you have to go to your Windows Explorer. Yeah, let's see if you have a picture.
This is File Explorer.
File Explorer. Yep.
Give me a second. $10 CPS. Finally. I probably have like 60,000
Pictures.
files. Oh, are they on the last tab?
Tkinter?
Mhm.
Does Tkinter have something to do with Tinker?
No,
Okay.
it all sounds same, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
everybody with like that
Yeah.
line where it has like the image.
I might
Wow,
have clicked too
open so
much.
many. Really, Advait?
I think I clicked too much.
You did. Click on your pictures though. Yeah, just the pictures.
I don't mind the weird
Okay, use
names.
the Fiat one. Use the 2017 Fiat. So right click.
Yeah,
Did you right click or you double clicked?
I right clicked.
You right clicked. Just
There
one
we go.
properties all the way down.
Properties.
Yes, so it is like users ADBAL picture. So copy that name, copy that name,
Control C.
Control C, 2017 Fiat. You just have to, so instead of the VA NIT, so paste it somewhere. You may have to paste there, but remove the C. No. Hold on. So see that backslash, it is like a special character. So you need to give 2 backslashes for it to understand that it is a backslash. So delete the ones before that users have only.
Eh.
Yeah. And
There,
you
alright.
need to have one more backslash after the C colon. Don't be in a hurry to run it, okay? You have some work to do here. And pictures, and remove the OneDrive and then the pictures. Can you move that small window to some other place? That the TG thing to some other place. Okay, thanks.
Yeet.
Yeah, delete that. Okay, there you give 2017 underscore Fiat. And yeah, .jpg Fiat.
Oopsies.
Yep, select that one.
JPEG.
Select that. Okay, remove the .png. Yep. Yeah, so
Should I just run it now?
Yeah, run it now and then we'll walk through the code.
What? Okay. Run ticketer. What?
Okay, there's a problem in the image type. Okay, is it go back and see, is that file present? Is it a JPEG? It is a JPG only. Yes, it is a JPG. So 2017 Fiat JPG. So users use capital S. That's what you got. Addable pictures 2017 JPEG. Yeah. So what is it actually saying? Like my image.
I mean, like these ones are highlighted. The one canvas create text.
Yeah, those are fine. It is just
Saying that.
it worked for me. So let me see what is missing from your. Is the C drive? Yeah. Okay. Can you copy that and then just bring it and put it here inside? So go ahead and copy it from your path.
What?
Copy that file. Copy that 2017 Fiat, that JPEG file.
Okay.
Not there. Go to your file explorer and copy the picture itself completely.
Control C. Copy.
Copy. Yeah.
There.
Come to your Python.
Okay. Now what do I do?
Come to your PyCharm. And scroll up in your project window. No, not there. Hold on 1 minute. Scroll up to your project window where you create a new Python file. You would be creating it, right? So right click on the V environment.
What? Right click on which environment?
Yeah. Right click somewhere there under the Python code and then say paste.
Oh. Right click on the Python code
And then say paste. Now right click somewhere and say paste.
I did.
Okay. Yes, so just say no. New name. It is saying like new name, copy. And why does it say refactor? Okay, go ahead and give that refactor. Okay, so you have that file right now. So
Auntie,
yes.
are we supposed to like put in a picture?
Yes, we are trying to put in a picture. So I don't know why it is saying for him that it is not recognizing, that we could not recognize the data in the image file. So it may be it may be a PNG versus JPEG, but let's just check it out though. So remove the 2017, like remove all the C colon and everything and just leave the 2017 Fiat, just that one. Yep, save it and then try to run.
Nani?
Maybe you need like a PNG image. Do you have a PNG image? Or
What's a PNG image?
let me send what I have got in the IM though. Let me see if I can send a file. What is it? It is a different kind of image. It's star.png. It's something.
Star.png. Yeah, I don't think I have one of those.
Can you search in your Windows search like star.png?
Huh?
Mine?
Star.png?
In your
Where do I
Windows
search?
search? In your Windows search?
Sorry, my computer's a bit laggy. There we go. Okay. Star dot.
PNG.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah.png is there, right? Just use that maybe. Yeah.png.
Oh, I have more. Like this
Yeah,
one.
why? Let's try one of that though.
Yep. Open.
I think like the yeah.png is like much better because you have a smaller name there.
What? Okay. Type
Did any other
star.
picture did it run for you guys?
8.png.
No, it's not 8. Okay, go back to your code, Advait.
Give me a second. There. I'm at my code.
Okay, do Control Z. Do Control Z until you get the previous version of your code where you had the C users like that. Okay, instead of the 2017 fiat.jpg,
Okay.
do yeah.png, yeah.png.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
So now try it. If that is also not working, that should work though. Yes, so it's just like it doesn't take a JPEG. It takes
What
only,
is this supposed to be?
that's your picture, whatever you had. So it's not
Okay.
lined up well. It actually shows you a picture, and then on top of the picture, these are the text that you have written.
Ah.
So minimize this or like keep it small along with your code. So let's see here, right? So similar to like turtle, yeah. Move it to the side a little bit so we can see the code very well. Yep. So let's look into this. We are importing Tkinter, right? Tkinter import star. That's the one similar to our turtle import. We are importing Tkinter. Then the next thing is like tk equal to tk. So you need that. You're like initializing the Tkinter library. Then you create a canvas. So that canvas is of the width 500 and height 500. That is your window. So in Turtle, it just gives us a window. We so far we did not like control it. So that is the canvas, and pack is basically saying like all of this has to be like printed. So you in any of your Tkinter code, the first 4 lines that you see here, you will have that for sure. Then you have declared your photo image. Then all of this is like canvas.create image, canvas.create text. So canvas dot is where all your drawings are going to happen. So we are mentioning first create image at 150 comma 0. So for Tkinter, the coordinate starts from 0 to 0, like from the left, like the beginning of the window itself is like 0 comma 0. There is no x or y coordinates here. It just starts with 0 comma 0.
I want to know how you know all these fonts.
Fonts.
Yeah, I want to know how you know all these.
So you use that. You remember like the day one I gave you the library links, so standard library. So that's where like you go and like look for what are the functionalities that Tkinter provides. So you would see
Yeah.
that canvas dot create image. You can put an image there, and the image location you have mentioned, and canvas dot create text. You are saying like at 150 comma 150. This is the text I want. Then the next
Mhm.
text, it is filled in red. You see that red, like who rode around on a moose, that is printed as red.
Yeah.
Then the next one, it is saying like he said it's. So why do you think there is a backslash before that quotation mark after the it?
Auntie, I have to go.
Okay, okay, Sandy. Did you understood this, Sandy?
Yes.
Okay. So the backslash is basically saying that that quotation mark is a special character. You need to print that because we also use quotation mark for the strings, right?
Mhm.
So it doesn't say that the string is ending there. It's saying like print the quotation mark. So anytime you would need something, some special characters to be printed, and Python thinks that it is like an end of a string, you would say no, it is not an end of a string, and so that's why you give that backslash. And you would not see that backslash printed. It will be just like it and then apostrophe s. So it's my course. Yes, Sandy, I can remove you from the call.
What?
Yeah, no, Sandy wanted to be removed from the call. Okay. And then font is times, it's like 15. So the font of it is changing.
So it's changing sizes
Yeah,
and
size and
changing
then the
fonts.
font also. Yes, so it's
So
Times New.
it's changing from Times to Helvetica to Courier. Yeah.
Yes. So using this, I want so as like a homework, like you guys can like try to like print a story or a paragraph.
A
See
story or a
like how
paragraph, right?
story or a paragraph using like different fonts. Like how would you do that?
Oh, I know many fonts, and you are gonna be very proud.
Okay, and then the tk.main loop is like our turtle.done. So without that, this screen would have come, popped up and gone. We will not be seeing that.
Can I close it?
Yeah, you can close it. Any questions on this code right now?
No.
Okay. Okay, Snigdha, share your screen and do
Can
the
I share
next.
my screen and can you help me?
Yes, Vatsal, go ahead. Okay.
This
Um,
is gonna be a long time.
share your screen and we'll do like the lab 12.
Okay.
Yeah. So for the picture, everybody got it right. Like the picture, you use a
No, I
PNG.
didn't really get the picture.
Okay, use a PNG version of it, not a Python, like not a JPEG.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see like what Vatsal has done here though. Share your first code, Vatsal, like in case like you are working on the picture, we'll go through that one more time. Are you sharing, Vatsal? I'm not seeing your screen. And I'm not hearing you either. If you're talking, can you unmute and talk or? Okay, I'm not hearing Vatsal. Snigdha,
Wait,
go.
it says I'm sharing.
You may be sharing, but are you sharing the right screen? I'm seeing black screen.
Wait, now do you,
The screen?
now can you see it?
No, I can't
Okay.
see the screen.
Did you say you can, Snigdha, or you cannot?
I cannot.
Yeah, I no, but I see the screen, Vatsal.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I cannot see your screen.
Now,
Now I'm not hearing you.
now can you
Yeah.
see it?
No.
But you can't. It says I'm screen sharing.
Can you stop sharing and then try it one more time? If you're having multiple
Yeah.
windows, then maybe you're not sharing the right screen. Like if you're having multiple monitors.
No, I don't. Um. I'm going to share my Python screen.
Okay. Okay.
So do you see my Python screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So
So
the path, right? That is the one you have question on.
yeah, I need help. Like doing yeah.
Okay. So do you have any PNG pictures in your computer? So for that, if you can search, is there a search screen like you can search for star.png?
I gotta go.
Okay, okay, Advait, go ahead.
Bye.
This is one.
Which is one? I don't see because I think you are sharing only one screen, right? So we cannot see anything else.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yeah, I have a PNG.
Okay.
So should I like copy it and then paste it?
Yeah, you can copy and paste it in your resources, or you can actually refer to that path. Where is that path? Where is the path of that PNG?
Um, the tab is I don't think you can see it, but
Okay, I have sent a PNG in the IM, so can you all like probably you can save that. Can you see it or I don't know if you can save it.
um, oh, I see the PNG.
In the IM
How do I
chat.
copy it?
Okay, let's see. So right click on it. So everyone like right click on that PNG and then say save as. Like save.
But if I right click, it says open a new tab, unread from here, and
Okay,
report.
right click and do you see copy? Right click and copy. Let's see if that works. Right click and copy.
Okay.
And then right click on your code and the Python class, like right click on the Python class. Yes.
Okay.
Where are you under the Python class? V environment. Not there, the Python class.
The Python class.
Yes, on the left hand side under the project where it says Python class.
The left hand side, over here.
Yes, there. So on the Python class, if you right click and say paste, what happens there? Doesn't do anything, I think.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing is happening. Okay. Okay, right click on the picture. Right click on the picture and say save as downloads. Like save to downloads. That's what I'm seeing, like save to downloads. Can you bring your Skype window? Probably I can see that. Bring your Skype window to this monitor.
Now can you see?
I'm seeing a black. Yes. So right click on that picture.
See, look, it won't let me.
Did you right click?
Yeah.
Okay. Say open in new tab. So open in new tab. So then here right click and say save image as. Okay, just put it someplace, like copy this name as PNG only, like save this one. Will you remember that location? Okay,
I don't really know
okay,
how
it is
this
doing
stuff
it down
works.
right. Yeah, it's doing down right.
Yeah.
Click on that drop down, click on that image PSH full size A. Click, yeah, click that. We have to find the location of it. So in the dots there, you see a property. File info, click on file info.
Okay.
Escape. Yeah. File info. And the path is like C dimple docs. That's where it is. So copy that path and the file name. We need both of it to be copied. You need both the file names and the path.
Okay. Wait, how do I copy both? Wait.
You have to like do it in like a notepad. So we'll remember this dimple space docs. Just copy the file name because the file name only is like little weird for us to remember that. Did you copy the file name?
Yeah, I copied the file name and I'll write down Dimple Docs.
Yeah, go back to the code.
Okay.
Go to the Python code.
Okay, wait. Let me
Yeah.
Okay. I put them over here.
Okay.
Wait, why is
Yeah.
it not? It's not pasting for some reason.
Did you copy it?
Control C, and then go here, and then Control E. Okay. Wait, what? That's weird. Maybe if I do like this.
Okay, let me give the
Now,
name. Did it allow you to copy?
yeah, let's see. Finally, it worked.
Okay. So go back to your code.
Yeah.
And at the end where it says sketch.png, so just give that name there, what you copied right now.
Wait, which one?
That instead of saying sketch, copy the last one that you copied, like EIMG, that one.
This?
Uh-huh.
And now play it?
.png. Give .png. No, don't play it like we
Wait, what are
dot
we doing right now?
So basically, see it is all looking so complicated, right? But basically, what we are trying to okay, see you, Sean. Bye. What we are trying to do is just get a path to the picture. So in C, remove all the ones where it says users, Vanit, OneDrive, pictures, everything, and give dimple space docs, because you have to refer to the path where your picture is present. So your picture, his picture is present at dimple. D was capital, so give dimple
Wait, so I'll delete everything except for this, and then I'll type in dimple.docs.
Yeah, dimple space docs. Yeah, so there's dimple space docs. Dhruv, you said like you still haven't finished the combined lab. What happened? You said like you were done. You have an idea of
No.
it.
Yeah, I have an idea of it, but the color and stuff wasn't coming.
Okay.
So yeah, I need to make the color come right now. It was working, but then it wasn't working because T dot forward and all that, and changing a integer to changing a string to float was giving me some trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I still haven't finished it because now I need to figure out, how to make the color appear. So I'm not done yet.
Okay, okay. So you can work on it, or do you need like help to work on it?
Yeah, I can figure it out myself after the class today.
Okay. And did you listen to the lab? Did you listen to the class today, like the lecture?
Yeah, I listened to most of the lecture, and
Okay.
then
So we are working on lab 4 that I posted today,
Yeah.
and
found it.
okay, yes, and there whatever we are trying to do is the path to the picture. So line number 6 is actually referring to a picture in your local computer. So you need to be referencing to a PNG picture and not a JPEG.
Wait, lab 6 or lab 16?
Lab, I said like lab 11. We are working from lab 11 and line number 6.
Okay, so should I start working on those labs now?
That is what like we are doing right now. We are just copy pasting and then walking through that codes.
Okay, so I'll just start from lab 1 for this.
No, lab 1 to 10 is homework. Lab 11 to 16 is what we were trying to do in the class. We can, how about this? We will resume from this like on Wednesday. Review whatever we have done and we will resume from this place on Wednesday.
Got it. So should I just start from 11 now?
No, we'll be done right now and we will resume from this on Wednesday.
Got it. So I'll finish all the things then.
Yeah, finish whatever you have not finished so far. And Alan, if you have finished the labs for like lab 3 and 4, you can show it to me, or like before next class, like try to finish it.
Okay.
I have posted the labs anyways, like they're online, and lab 11 to 16 is what like we will do in the class, but from 1 to 10 probably we'll start trying to code it. I did not give a code for that, but we will try to code that during the class.
Got it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Miles, any questions?
No.
Okay, did you finish the lab 3?
You mean the combined lab?
The combined lab.
For a bit, I didn't know what to do. My dad had a class. The class doesn't work, so we had to work at the time. So we got the background and color the pen done. Well, I'll get the side of the pen done just to move forward. Green turn left. Just the rest of the combined lab done at that lab 4.
Okay. So before the next class, you think you will be able to complete that lab 3?
Yeah, I'll probably be able to complete the combined lab.
Okay.
Especially because I have like another 2 hours the rest of the day.
Okay, yeah. So Wednesday we will resume from where we left off. It won't be like a new lecture, but we will. I'll recap whatever we were trying to learn today, and then we'll get into the labs on Wednesday.
Does it really matter if we
Okay.
use the image which you gave us for the
Wha-
first Inter one?
Well, ask your question again, Snigdha.
Does it really matter if we like use the image you like gave us?
It doesn't matter actually. I thought like people were having enough challenges to get a picture from your local computer, so that's why I shared this. But even if I share it, you still have to like save it in your computer and then reference it exactly. So probably Wednesday I'll show how you can like copy paste something into your Python code library. And it doesn't matter if you figured out how you can reference to a picture that is in your computer, that is good enough.
Okay.
And it has to be like a PNG image. That's the only part, like it is not recognizing JPEGs.
Wait, what's the big difference between a PNG and a JPJ?
I don't know that much level of details, Dhruv. It's two different formats is what like I know. Okay, so PNG is mostly it's a portable network graphic, so it works in all different workstations like and environments. So that could be a reason why it is recognizable in the Python, and it's not recognizing JPJ. Maybe we have to like reference it in a different manner for the JPEGs.
So it's portable network
Graphics.
graphics, and then JPEG is Joint Photography Experts Group.
Is that
That's
what
the
it
wrong
says?
name.
Okay,
Yeah.
I never knew the full form of it, but the
It's a
PNG.
It's a JPEG according
There
to
is a
that.
JPG also. There is a JPG too. So
Yeah, I
sometimes
know.
we store it as JPEG or sometimes we store it as JPG. So in this one, only PNG is working. Okay. So we'll resume from this point from next class.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, guys.